The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. When Jesus saw the crowds, he went up the mountain, and after he had sat down, his disciples came to him. He began to teach them, saying, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the land. Blessed are they who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be satisfied. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Blessed are the clean of heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Blessed are they who are persecuted for the sake of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when they insult you and persecute you and utter every kind of evil against you falsely because of me. Rejoice and be glad, for your reward will be great in heaven." The Gospel of the Lord. My brothers and sisters, the Gospel reading today recounts the Beatitudes. The Beatitudes, particularly according to the Gospel of Matthew. In these Beatitudes, Jesus speaks of those who are truly blessed, those who are profoundly joyful. The word blessed comes from the Greek word makarios. And makarios, or blessed, does not mean a shallow or a temporary kind of happiness. It refers rather to a deep and lasting joy. A joy that remains even in the times of struggle, in the times of homesickness, uncertainty, and sacrifice. It is striking that Jesus calls blessed those whom the world often considers unfortunate. For example, the poor in spirit, the meek, those who mourn, the persecuted, etc. Their lives, needless to say, are not easy. Yet, Jesus calls them profoundly happy, truly happy, joyful. For many of us Filipinos, as Cardinal David stressed yesterday evening in our Mass there in St. Antonius, for many Filipinos living and working far from our beloved country, the Beatitudes speak deeply to our experience. We carry sacrifices, separation from family, and hard work on our shoulders. And yet, our joy does not come from having an easy life. Rather, it comes from our faith in God, the God who walks with us. The same joy is offered to us as well. But this kind of joy is not given automatically. It is not served to us on a silver platter. Rather, this kind of deep, profound joy grows when we respond generously to the Lord's invitation to work with Him, to be His partners in the building up of the Lord's kingdom here in our midst. We are called, in other words, to become God partners in building His reign of love, peace, and prosperity in the world, even in our simple and hidden ways. Thus we ask ourselves, how do we respond? How do we respond to the invitation to become God's partners in the proclamation of the gospel. One clear way is by living out the beatitudes, by putting it into practice in our day-to-day life. We must note that after proclaiming the beatitudes, the blessedness of those who are poor in spirit, etc., the Lord told His disciples, "You are the salt of the earth, you are the light of the world." We must note that salt and light are called catalysts. They make change possible. They do not draw attention to themselves, rather they change those with whom they are in contact with. In the same way, our quiet faith, our perseverance, and our kindness can transform our families, our workplaces, our community here in Zelzate into something that is peaceful, something that is joyful, something that echoes or reflects the joy that the Lord offers to us. This is, of course, apparent in the large number of Mass attendees on the first Sunday of every month in this community. Today, let us focus on one beatitude. In particular, blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called children of God. You know, when we look at our world today, it is filled with war, filled with injustice, division, tension. And in the midst of this world, we may feel small and powerless. We may feel small and powerless when faced with the prospect of the severity of war between Ukraine and Russia, with the tariffs imposed on many nations, and many other conflicts now in the Middle East, Iran as well as Israel, or Iran against the United States. We may feel a sense of helplessness. How can we effect change in this rather complex socio-political, economic situation that make our world chaotic? How can we effect change in that sense? What difference can I make? We ask ourselves, but Jesus, take note, does not ask us to fix the whole world. He asks rather that we must begin elsewhere. We must begin concretely. And peace has always a starting point. And the starting point is the human heart. As the song goes, you know it fully well, let there be peace on earth and precisely, let it begin with me. For us Filipinos, being peacemakers is something deeply rooted in our culture. For example, the culture of pakikipagkapwa, respect for others. We have such a thing as bayanihan. We have such a thing as agape, in which we share our food after the Mass. These are essentially culture that promotes peace in our midst, that promotes understanding, that promotes care in the family as well as in the community. We become peacemakers through simple, everyday choices. For example, choosing gentle words instead of angry ones, listening with patience, offering a smile to a stranger or a coworker, encouraging someone who is tired or discouraged, and refusing to spread gossip, refusing to destroy someone's reputation, or any kind of negativity for that matter. These actions may seem simple, may seem insignificant, may seem small, but these actions are powerful. Over time, they shape not only our communities, but also our own hearts. They make us better persons gradually. When peace becomes our way of life, when doing something good for the community becomes second nature to us, we discover something beautiful in ourselves. We ourselves become more happy, more joyful. We become more fully human. We become more fully alive. As Saint Irenaeus of Lyon reminded us long time ago, the glory of God is the human person fully alive. When we live as peacemakers in our homes, our work, our parish, in our community here in Zelzate, we reveal God's glory quietly but clearly. So today, brothers and sisters, let us ask for the grace to be true peacemakers, not only in words, but also and more importantly, in our daily actions. May peace begin in us, grow through us, and reach the world through our humble, faithful witness, starting here in our Divine Mercy Ministry, and then wherever the Lord sends us to go. May the Lord bless us all. Amen.